Here are 3 reasons why balance exercises are a waste of time when it comes to treatment of knee osteoarthritis. The idea of doing balance exercises to treat people with fall risks, especially in those that have knee osteoarthritis, is a growing thing in the healthcare industry. And the way this is done in treatment is you're standing on a foam pad or a bosu ball, which is a half of a ball with a platform on it so that you can stand on it, or you can stand on the ball side. And you're standing on one leg, maybe holding on to something for balancing, or you're just standing on the ground with no special equipment, balancing on one foot. And the idea is that if you can get your balance better, then you can reduce the risk of having the associated injuries that come with falls. Things like chronic pain, loss of the ability to walk, and even broken bones, and then the surgeries that might come as a result of having to fix those broken bones. Then of course all the rehab that comes after having the surgery. And then there's the secondary problems that come as a result of those injuries from the falls. And we're talking about problems like prolonged hospitalizations, pneumonia, heart problems, weight gain, and even death in some cases as a result of those issues. Now, some researchers are studying the effects of balance exercises on actual balance and even the improvement of things like knee osteoarthritis. But I think there's a fallacy in this, and this is why I'm going to give you some reasons why I don't think balance exercises are the best things to be doing if you have knee arthritis. Number 1 is that focusing on balance training usually means that people don't pay attention to strengthening. And these are 2 different things. Balance training means that you're standing on one leg, but then you're not working on getting the muscle stronger. And the thoughts that people tend to have in healthcare and the actual patient doing the exercise is that by standing on one leg, you actually are improving your strength. And absolutely, you are. But there are more direct ways to improve the strength and get more force production in a muscle. There's lots of great ways to improve your strength. We have lots here on this channel, and you can look them up. And by improving the strength, you will improve your balance. Which leads me to my second point. The payoff of strengthening muscles is tremendously higher than working on balance. In other words, if you put the same amount of time into the right strengthening exercises that are going to help you with your knee osteoarthritis problem, you're probably going to not only feel much better, but truly be more balanced than if you just put that same amount of time on working on balance exercises in hopes of making your knee arthritis better. Because of this, I really consider it a waste of time to be working on balance exercises. Now, let me give you the caveat here. If I have a patient that I'm seeing in person for a knee arthritis problem, I am pushing them on doing strengthening exercises, and I am telling them, don't worry about balance. That will come as you gain more strength. But if they're concerned about balance and they choose to do balance exercises, I'm not stopping them. I'm telling them, go ahead, you can balance on one leg, no problem. I don't have a problem with that as long as you're not avoiding the strengthening exercises. And that does happen a lot because it tends to be easier for someone to say, I did my balance exercises, I stood on one leg for 30 seconds or 60 seconds, and I did it 10 times. Some people are much more likely to do that exercise than to go pick up the weights, than to go truly build a sweat because they're doing strength exercises. The balance exercises for some people are a cop-out. It's an easy way to check off the list that I did exercises for my knee arthritis without going through the hard work of actually gaining more strength, which is going to save your life in the long run if you're at risk for falls, and one of those risks is death as a result of like pneumonia or something. And the third reason that is probably less talked about, but I make sure to talk about with my patients, is the cardiovascular conditioning. That is also more important than the balance, like your cardio work, your conditioning work. So that means like going on walks for exercise, using a bike the right way to make sure that the muscle imbalance is being corrected, doing some sort of consistent movement where you don't stop moving, you're walking. Doesn't have to be fast necessarily, but you keep going for 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes or more, whatever your body can tolerate without causing more problems, and using the right muscles. By doing this, you're increasing your endurance, which will allow you to be on your feet for longer amounts of time using the right muscles, properly balanced, so that you're not losing your balance because you got tired. What a lot of people run into that have fall problems is they get tired too soon, their legs get shaky, and then they fall. And they blame it on balance. But was it really balance, or was it that they're not conditioned and not strong enough to tolerate being on their feet that long? Maybe they had a busy day. Maybe they had a lot of errands to run. Maybe they walked through a giant store, like a wholesale store, and they're just tired because they're out of shape. That's what I find is more often the cause than a true balance issue. Now, when it comes to fixing a knee osteoarthritis problem, there's a whole science to this, and our healthcare industry generally pushes people in the wrong direction. They push people towards strengthening their quad muscles, which are the thigh muscles. And at face value, it makes sense because that's the muscle that attaches to the knee directly on the front, but it is the wrong way to approach things, and it tends to make arthritis problems worse. I talk about this at length here on my YouTube channel. In fact, I've got a whole playlist called the Knee Arthritis Help Playlist, which you can access down in the description below, and I've even made a comprehensive program that has my entire treatment approach to resolve knee osteoarthritis naturally so that you can avoid a knee replacement and relying on pain medications and injections and a life full of misery because your knee arthritis isn't going away. That program is called the Knee Arthritis Recovery Program, and there's also a link to that in the description below if you want to learn more about it. Hey, thanks so much for watching, friends. Please give this a thumbs up. Please drop a comment below if you have an opinion about this, if you want to share your story. We love to get back to our comments. If you have any questions, please drop a comment. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this with somebody that you think needs to hear this, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified each and every time we post a video. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.